Hello everyone, today I'm gonna talk about 5 culture shock I had experienced in my Malaysian husband's parents' house. I lived in my husband's parents' house for 5 months. It's almost half a year. I live with my husband's family in Malaysia. It's like my Malaysian house homestay experience. So today I'm gonna share 5 differences between Japanese typical living style and Malaysian living style. My husband is Chinese Malaysian, so I think it's different depending on cultures, depending on families. Of course, I know. So please don't take so serious. And just my experience, and maybe this experience is only for my Chinese Malaysian husband's house, only in his family, not sure. This is only my experience living Malaysian local house. Let's start. Number 1, the place to take a shoe is different from Japan. In Japan, as many people know, Japanese house also need to take off shoe before you enter the room. Japanese house open the entrance door and enter the house. And there's a place to take off shoe there and wear slippers and then go inside the room. But Malaysian house is there like 2 doors before enter the house, like these doors. For my image, after enter the room, take off shoe. In the house, take off the shoes, but Malaysian house, before open the like a main door, take off shoe and then enter the room, enter the house. I think this one is a small differences. And number 2, the bar to strap keys, it really exists in the house. First time I saw that, oh, it really exists. I know in Malaysia there's like a bar to strap naughty kids. I had that before, but I didn't expect it's really in the house. I saw it in the house and in the car. Yeah, I really surprised. Oh, I thought this is like only in the school or even in just like a normal house. It really exists to strap the kids. It's really used to educate kids. And number 3, Malaysian house freezer is almost empty. Japanese people like to use freezer and frozen food. So in my Japanese house, there are many frozen food, and I think Japanese people also like to put leftover food in the freezer and then can eat anytime. And I think Japanese people also like to cook a lot and to keep in freezer to eat later, to keep other days. So there are many foods in the freezer, but Malaysian don't have like that kind of culture. So when I opened my husband's parents' house freezer, it was almost like empty. I think Malaysian people don't have culture to put something in the fridge so many. In Japanese house, if cannot eat finish, then just put in fridge, and if you want to keep more, then just put in a freezer. But I think Malaysian house is like cook for one meal or only for next day or something, and then just eat finish in one meal. For example, cook dinner, then dinner eat finish or eat finish. If cannot eat finish, then just next day appear, just like that. But I think Japanese, especially living alone, then just cook many and keep in the fridge. If cannot eat finish, then keep in the freezer, or just purposely make a lot to keep freezer, and then 1 week no need to cook. Like that thing can happen a lot in Japan, but I think Malaysian people don't use freezer, especially freezer, so much. Number 4, water tank in bathroom. I'm not sure what is it called, like a small bathtub, and it's filled with water. I was not sure how to use that. The water is for what, and the water is since when. The water there's like this exists in the shower room, and I was not sure how to use that. Number 5, when ants go inside the like oatmeal or Milo, maybe Milo, not sure. When ants go inside the food, just put outside under the sunlight, then ants can go away. I didn't know that. It was kind of surprising, but I think Malaysian sunlight is really strong, and for the day it's summer, so I think it's suitable to do that. And I didn't think of like this way when ants go inside. I'm not sure only in my husband's house or many people really do that. Thank you for watching. These are 5 differences I felt when I live in my Malaysian husband's parents' house. I think it's depend on the house, depend on cultures, but I had a really good experience living there. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.